Bye.
All right. Hello, beautiful people. Not bye. Hi. Hi. Welcome back. It's episode... Are you going to do it for me? Are you going to do it for me? There we go. Episode 23. Probably hit the wrong button, but who knows. Episode 23 of the Amazon Archer. We are in nightmare mode right now, so we have to be a little bit more careful with what we do. I can't just go running off brazenly and hope for the best. I have to actually be sure that I'm not going to die before I do that. So it is going a little bit slower than it has, or it was previously, but we're still going pretty good. I'm going to start by clearing out my inventory of things. Nothing to repair. Attacker takes damage of 5 is interesting, but I don't plan to make anything that does that, so I'm not. 1 dexterity, 1 mana, 101 attack rating. Cool, but no thank you. I'm gonna go with a no. Cool, we're gonna do that. We're going to toss you in here and you in here. We're out of room in there, and that's okay. We're gonna head out to the far Oasis. Great, just got here, cleared out only the initial entrance space. Much to explore. I'm glad that didn't hit me. Now, in the last episode, we finally strayed from the build a little bit. I put 1 point into Pierce, and surprisingly, it's feelable. You feel it quite well. Instead of 1 out of every 4 shots piercing, roughly, it's 1 out of every 3 shots piercing, roughly. And it's quite nice. It feels good, I'll tell you. It's a small difference. It's a small difference, but it's a big difference. So, big enough that I could be potentially talked into, instead of getting, 5% more damage in the end, I might actually be talked into getting, I don't know, a little bit more pierce chance, because it's quite helpful. So excellent. We found the maggot lair. That's excellent. Do I want to explore everywhere outside first, or do I want to explore everywhere inside first? There's a piece of me that wants to explore everything outside, but I'll have to continue exploring outside once I'm done anyway, so we may as well head in. Let's go. Who put these urns down here? Chip Topaz? No, it's too late for chip things. It is too late for chip things. I'm telling you that now. go this... No. We're gonna... Where are we going? We're taking a weird route through here first. Like, I don't know. Why are we going this way of all the directions to go? Who knows? This is where we're going. Feeling pretty good. Okay, now this makes more sense. Now that we've cleared that out, this makes more sense. We can head out this way. The bugs. Excuse me. Where did you come from?
I am overburdened.
A siege crossbow? Interesting. Slow attack speed, though. I think a slower attack speed makes me... It puts me in more danger, I think. I don't know if I would want to do that. Awesome. I'm gonna go up this way first. Because I want to. I like exploring the edges before filling out the insides. I don't know why. It's just often the way that I like to go. Yeah, I do need one of those, thanks. Okay. So I accidentally explored the perfect way. Awesome. Cool. Well, the thing I really like about the extra pierce is that it helps spread out the damage, so that even if we're even if we're not always killing or not always doing the most amount of damage, we're spreading it out across all the enemies, which helps to kill them all in the end. So I like it. Whoa, where did all those potions come from?
I need mana.
Yeah, okay. What's down here? Ooh, hello. Topaz, flawed. I don't mind a flawed. I think I have 2 more back in my inventory anyway, so that's okay. There's this nice effect of, like, doing most of my damage on the front thing and then doing some extra damage to things behind it so that we're, like, still doing extra damage to things. It's just nice. I just don't know how to explain it other than it feels good.
I need mana.
Oh, this thing has stone skin. No wonder I can't do anything to it. Right. I need to get over here so I can deal with other things. There we go. Okay, stone skin is like stone skin is what we are afraid of with this build. Understood.
I am overburdened.
Heavy belt? No. I have to admit that I am starting to feel like we're having troubles actually hitting things, so I do think that my next level, as much as I wanted to go, you know, straight into maxing out everything, my next level is actually going to go into, I'm quite sure it's going to go into, penetrate. Yeah. Because, I mean, if we're being honest,
I need mana.
you know, if I'm hitting more often, then I'll be doing more damage. More than if I just do more damage. There's this delicate balancing act we have to figure out between all these stats. Alright, that was cool. Nothing here that I want to pick up, though. But cool anyways. Let's go this way. Fill this out. Nothing down here. Nothing down here. Okay. this really makes me actually look forward to Act 3. Believe it or not, I'm looking forward to Act 3. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't used to look forward to Act 3. Now I am. Isn't that something? Yeah, 76% chance? Yeah, so I mean, right now, 10% more damage overall is not going to be as effective as just hitting things more, these things more in particular. Note that my mana is more efficient when we're hitting more often too. Yeah, okay. I like walking back. Okay. Death Beetle. About the same. Let's go up this way first, I suppose. Good thing I have so many potions. Mana potion. Hey. A rare bow, a large siege bow. That's what I'm talking about. That's exciting. It's probably like this big, huh? Oh, it sure is. What do you do? 10 to 43. Stoneflight, large siege bow. Alright, 10 to 43 fast attack speed, 1 to maximum damage, 49 attack rating. Damage to undead, attack rating against undead, 1 to 4 fire damage. That's it? Okay, well... I guess I like what I have better right now, mostly because of the attack speed, if I'm being honest. Nope, that's not it. I'll pick up some arrows while we're here. Rejuvenation potion. Cool. Mana. Awesome. Ouch. Make sure we're full up before we continue forward. If the potions are here, there's really no reason not to. Don't be greedy or dumb or anything like that. There's no reason to be dangerous if we don't need to, right? Which is basically all the time. We just don't need to be dangerous with ourselves. Cool. Sapphires.
I am overburdened.
Arrows.
I can't carry
Keys. Don't think there's anything interesting in there for me. Nothing that I'm super excited about anyways. I'm looking mostly for rare items or better at this point. Everything else is kinda eh. Unless I know that it's something I desperately need. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. 80% chance. We'll see how well that jumps, because my attack rating is supposed to go up by like, I think it goes from what, 30%, 35% to 45%. So we'll see. Hopefully it's a big enough change. Something poisoned me. I don't know where it hit me from, but it sure got me.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, there's my staff, so I guess we'll have to drop a couple things and head back. Now, I can't die to this, right? Yeah, good. Whew, that's scary.
Good to see you.
But every time I worry about it. But it's true, you can't die to poison. Whoops. I still have a chip topaz here. I guess that's gonna go because I mean, clearly that's not getting filled up with anything, right? Let's toss a couple of these in here. I just don't expect to find any like chip things anytime soon, so that's fine. We can let that go. We can let that go. Farah, repair my stuff, and look at these. Better chance of magic items. Mine is better though, so I'll keep mine. Stamina. I don't need extra stamina that bad. +7 dexterity is not bad, but I'm not desperate for dexterity, so I'll say no, thanks. Okay, well, I'm gonna come back here and grab my staff, and we're gonna move on our merry way. We're going to continue exploring the rest of this, of course, because why not? Still looking for better item drops, still looking for more experience, so no harm in continuing on. Drink a mana potion. Oh, there's nothing else here. Okay, never mind. Don't know why I thought there was more. Okay. There is a bit more here to explore, so I of course will. I run into a little bit of the same problem in Diablo 2 here as I do in other games. There's a piece of me that doesn't like the waypoints because I don't like to fast travel. I mean, in pretty much any game I play, I've just never really enjoyed fast traveling. It seems like it kills the point of the game to fast travel. Now, of course, that might depend on the scope of the game. Flawed Sapphire, maybe I'll bring it with me. Flawless Sapphire sounds better, though. Maybe we'll do one of those. Maybe we'll see what this does. Fire resist 17. I mean, if I'm being honest, my elemental resistances are really bad right now. 5 dexterity. Yeah, I mean, my resistances are really bad. I don't know. I know. Let's just don't look at these. Just don't bother. Just don't worry about it. It's okay. Really, it's nothing, I swear. It's nothing. It's nothing at all. Now, this is a good reason to have a lot of health, so that I can run endlessly. About to level up. Flawless Topaz, yes. Yes, please. Absolutely. Okay, let's just finish these off and then we'll take a look at what happens here, okay? So, we go from... Chance to hit Black Locusts, 81%. We'll even level that up. We're at 82%. We're going to put a point into Penetrate, plus 45%. 24.25. Shaboom, 24.98. Really? Is that really all that did? I really thought it would do more. I mean, I really thought, you know, that it could, like, that we'd get more of that than just that. I mean, come on. Come on. It's okay, it's all gonna add up anyways. It's all going to add up. I mean, I feel like that actually just did not... what if I do this now? No? Okay. There, now if I come back and take a look? Nope, never mind. I mean, I feel like that math didn't quite add up right, but whatever. Who am I to judge? I feel like the extra 10% should be worth it in the grand scheme of things. That's how I feel. And if I didn't know the exact numbers behind it, here, I would still go for it, because I still think it would be, like, I would go for it. I would think it would be worth it. That is what I think. That is what I think. So, hate me if you will, but I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it. It's not that bad. I'm sure it would compound down the road with other bonuses. If I had other attack rating bonuses, I could see myself finding a bow or a ring that adds percentage to attack rating, as well as more attack rating and such. I could also see that being very useful with, say, a bow. I could see myself, given what I'm seeing here with my attack rating and chance to hit some of these things, I could see myself putting an amethyst in a bow. In a socketed bow. Absolutely, I can see it. And I've never truly played a character to a point where I felt like that's what I've needed before. I've never really played a character that relies on attack rating this seriously. That's what I'm trying to say. I've never been this far into the game with this type of character. B4. So here we are, learning it all together.
I can't carry anymore.
Ooh, a repeating crossbow. That's interesting. That's different. I should probably... I don't know exactly what I was thinking of saying here, other than... Yeah, no, I don't know. Not entirely sure what I'm thinking. This needs to go somewhere. It can't go in any of these. It has to go here. Well... So I found this bow, which I guess I'm going to leave here. Based on what I have available, it's unlikely to stay like this.
Good evening.
But based on things that I found, these are not going to be what I use. This is probably not going to be what I use either, but I'll keep it anyways. For reasons. I don't need that ring. Keep that spot open just in case. But I don't need the extra secondary bow, I know that. Let's head back here. I want to see what this does. Shaboom. Increased attack speed, enhanced damage. Attack rating. Increased attack rating is interesting. Level 3 cold arrow, but that's not something I'm going to be using. It's interesting. It's interesting, but it's not quite it. Charm. Faster hit recovery. I mean, that's probably actually pretty important, but in theory, I shouldn't be getting hit, right? You know, right? In theory, I should never be getting hit. Oh, so I shouldn't need a large charm like that. He says so confidently. Really, what could go wrong? Okay, waypoint. Cool. Well, given what I now know, about how the attack rating in this game seems to be scaling. Actually, I don't, you know, if I'm being honest, if I'm being completely honest with you, I don't know how I have such a high attack rating right now. I mean, I don't actually know how I have such a high attack rating, because I mean, going from plus 35% to plus 45%, you would think that it would be a bigger difference than just like, it just seemed like too small of a difference from what I was looking for. But maybe I was just not paying attention to the numbers properly. It's tough to say. Great, and you're back. Awesome. Okay, well, the increased Pierce has felt much better than I was hoping for. The increased attack rating, I mean, I don't know if that was actually worth it or not. In the later realms, down the road later on, yes, it will be worth it. I know it will. This I know. In the grand scheme down the road, that plus 10% attack rating will actually make a difference, and it will feel nice. I just think it's probably a little early at this point to get that extra point in here. I just didn't know. But that being said, if I ever put an amethyst in a bow with, for example, 100 attack rating in it, it would be worth 145 instead of 135. So, I mean, it makes sense, and it's something to work towards. If I could find a really cool bow with a socket and put a amethyst in it, that would be pretty sweet. That seems like the thing that would really help the most of anything as we continue forward. From what I feel right now. Now that feel could be wrong. Could be wrong. But that is the way I'm leaning, that I'm going to need to find a source of attack rating. If I want to be really, really effective. Otherwise it'll... I mean, that'll speed things up for sure. Okay, that is everything down here as far as I can tell. We're going to pick up some arrows and get out of here. Awesome. Oh no, the darkness. Ancient tunnels? Yeah, okay. I like exploring the ancient tunnels. Oops. Huh. I gotta be really careful with things like this, because my elemental resistance is really bad. Good thing is that mages and things are generally easy to kill. So I don't mind having low resistance to them. I just have to be really careful in how I engage with them is the thing. Flawed topaz. Well, topaz is just important for in general, so. Ice head. Rejuvenation potions. Let's identify this. Ooh, 149 to 360. That's actually quite a bit, quite a lot, considering my current, considering what I'm dealing with. Interesting. Well. What do I do with that? 1 to 5 lightning damage, maximum stamina. And I guess that's the better one to keep over here. I could get rid of the faster run walk. Don't exactly need that. Dang. Okay, I need to head back to town then and think about this for just a moment. Because I kind of like the idea of some more movement speed. I think it's about time that I don't need to hang on to that many extra mana potions. I'm gonna put this over here because this has to do with faster run walk. I like that, so we're gonna do that. Okay, then I'm going to consider whether or not I actually need all of this stuff. Poison damage, I think, is the least useful of all the elements to me. Considering my build and how it does damage. Though that being said, as things have more health now, the poison damage can be actually used. But I still think it's probably the weakest of all the elements for me. Probably. Now, is 1 to 5, 2 to 10, 1 to 5 and 1 to 5 would be 2 to 10. Is that better than 1 to 11? I think so. I think so. We could reasonably say, based on what we have available to us, we could reasonably say we'll keep the lightning resist, but perhaps we could say, do we need the 10 health? Is that as important as 3 lightning resist? I don't know. Three to 5 cold damage. Maybe I just get rid of 3 to 5 cold damage. it's amazing that this has such a big effect on my damage. Truly, like it increased my damage by 10 overall, which in theory increases my damage even more because that also plays into my critical strike more than these things do. So after fighting with myself on this for a little bit, let me actuate out. I also have these to look at. 15 poison damage over 4 seconds is better. Actually, now that things are starting to have more health, that's a good point. Poison damage is starting to get better. It is starting to get better. So... I'm trying to imagine how this all fits in a way that I like, that I can still get everything that I want out of it. So I actually do want this extra poison damage in here, I think. We're going to get rid of... What I think I want to get rid of is probably this. It's either that, or it's this. The lightning damage is good, though. In fact, this is probably better than this, given how much space it takes up. So that should be there. We can hang on to this. I'm gonna try to organize things to have more valuable things towards the outside. Because, I don't know, it just seems like a better way to organize things. Less thinking that way in what I want. Right, then I have the poison damage here. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. That's the one that's got to go. Now, you might say, Stormcrow, why not get rid of the faster run walk? Because I like being able to move fast. That's literally it. That's all there is to it. I just like being able to move fast. So, that's it. Ouch. Sorry. He punched my microphone. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this inventory. And we should be doing... Wow. Yeah, that worked. We're doing more damage now. Great, I like it. Let's go check out what's down here. Picked something up, didn't mean to. Potion. Town portal. I guess I'll pick up the scroll of identify. There's a bit more here to explore, and then we will soon be going into the Viper lair, I believe. could consider a... What is this doing for me? Oh, it's actually in quite a bit. Huh. I'm trying to imagine how more magic find could make its way into this build, is what I'm trying to do. Yeah, definitely, as we are finding ourselves with enemies that have more health and who survive longer, the poison damage is actually quite nice, because it can be delayed. It doesn't have to be instant. And I don't know if it stacks. I wonder how poison damage stacks. Or if it stacks, or if it just gets, like, refreshed. I don't know. It's not something I've ever bothered to look up before. Or understand. Obviously not something that's just available within the game knowledge itself. But I would be curious to know how exactly that works. Do the damage timers just get refreshed? Or does it get, like, stacked on top of itself or something? There's a little bit more back here. I want to check this out too. Yikes, lightning enemies. Scary. I love how it feels to shoot a single target. It's awesome. Large charm. Cool, he exploded. This one is extra fast. Done. What do you do? 2 to 3 fire damage. I'm gonna go with a no on that. You are hard for me to hit. 83%? Okay, well, I mean, that's not bad. I'm glad you have good lightning resistance, because mine is terrible. You know, I'll wait on you. We'll bring you back before we identify you. That's a cane thing. I wouldn't want to mess it up. What is a dimensional blade? Is it? Yeah, I thought so. I figured that's what it would be. Oh. Behind a wall. Now, I can't say for sure that it's because of the 10 damage increase, but I feel like the 10 damage increase that we got from that charm. I feel like I feel that damage. Like it's... Yeah. It's interesting how that all interplays together and how that feels. Because with that extra damage, I feel less like I need extra mana recovery, because that's being calculated into that. So even though I'm not hitting as much as I would like to, the extra damage is helping me accomplish the same goal. So I like it. That being the case, I still have a goal of getting more attack rating, I think. It's a long-term goal to get more attack rating. Cool. I want to go down this way first because I feel like this is closer to the edge of the map. Lost City waypoint. Sweet. I feel like an 80% chance to hit is pretty reasonable for this point, though I know that I would like better, and that later on I will need better. Oh, hello. Ow. You hurt. Flawless Topaz, nice. I like seeing that. stone skin. I hate stone skin. Composite bow. That could be interesting. Alright. I'll bite.
Yes.
How may I help you?
Ooh, okay, well, this is a barbarian sword. This is just simply a barbarian sword. Whirlwind, blade mastery. Interesting. Barbarian skill levels. Oh. Is that so? So you know how how I was talking about like wanting throwing weapons, or like a throwing weapon barbarian? Like, sweet. That's literally what that would be for. That's incredible. What are the chances of that? I guess we'll toss you down here then, and you over here. You go here. Decently organized. Nope, that's not what I wanted. You're mine. Sure. Nope, look at that. Look at that, my friends. It's break time. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I will see you next time for episode 24 of the Archer Amazon in Diablo 2. Having a good time. Hope you're having a good time too. See you in the next part. Bye for now.